Alright, hey, what's up guys? I apologize for the bad lighting yet again, and for not making videos. I've been feeling kind of sick. You can still kind of hear it in my voice, and I'm still kind of stuffed up there. And the bad lighting is because the lights above me burnt out, and this is really the only quiet room in my house. I live in a house of 6 people, and very rarely is it quiet enough for me to actually film anything. And this is the only room where it's actually quiet. So as you saw, probably by the title, somewhere up there, this is the NERF Praxis magazine modifications here. So earlier I talked about a simple trick to get 11 discs into one of the magazines. If you haven't seen that video, I really don't care. You can go back and watch it. It's somewhere. It might be in the bar over there because it'll be related because they're both by me and they're both about NERF Praxis magazine, Vortex, whatever's. Anyway, so you can push down on, the shell's not together here, let me just plop that back together. So you push down on a little button right there, with like a screwdriver or something. Where's the button at? Push down on that button, and you can fit an 11th disc into the gun. Also, this is the bottom half of a sonic screwdriver, and it's an actual screwdriver. It's the screwdriver I use when I mod my NERF guns, because it's a full 6-bit screwdriver. I'm pretty sure I have a video on it somewhere as well. So opening this guy up, there's 6 screws on the side here. I'm going to show you guys how to do this without having to push down that button each time. You'll probably see videos like this on YouTube if you've been looking this up, but they're doing it wrong. See, most people get to this point. So remove this guy here, and they'll find that the spring here is attached to whatever, the entire thing fell apart. This piece of plastic right here. Most people tell you to take the spring off this piece and then just throw this piece out. You don't want to do that. What happens then is your spring can fall into this bottom part here. And that's fine if you're just trying to get 11 discs to fit into the magazine. Now technically, yes, you can fill up that part there, and I may end up doing that in the future. In fact, it may solve all the problems I'm having right now. But as of now, instead of just throwing that piece out, it'd be hard to balance this all here. Screw this piece, that's what I have to do. You'll see the 2 little bits of broken plastic there. There's 2 little pieces of plastic that just stick up like this. Break those off, sand it down. Those are the locking pieces. Once you do that, take this piece, put it back on there, reassemble the entire magazine, and the lock will be removed. You won't have to worry about pushing the button. You'll be able to fit 11 discs in, just like I showed you in the other video. Of course, I have to reassemble this one if I'm going to show you it again. I'm not going to do that. Now, I was wondering if there were other ways to get 11 discs to fit in, and I noticed that the top of this piece here had these ridges on it, and I thought, well, that's wasting space. Let's see what happens if we remove those ridges. And there they are, cut off, sanded down. Now, I did have to extend the slit in the side here a little bit higher for the plate to rise to the same level. So you'll see in... I'll just quickly throw this guy together here. You want... See how the plate isn't down here? You want it to be up a bit so that the disc will feed properly. So you have to extend the little slits in the side there just a tiny little bit so that it runs all the way up. So I did that, and yes, you can fit 12 discs into this magazine. So I'm going to load it here for you guys. There's wrong way. Oh my god. 1, turn it around. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's the 10. That's the standard limit. Here's the 11, that's the extra one. And as you'll see, there's still a little space at the bottom there. Here is disc number 12. See, the magazine no longer pushes any farther down. And the problem I've encountered with this is you'll take this and you'll try to load it into your Praxis, and you'll find that it doesn't fit all the way in. Similar problem that I had when I tried to put 11 into this is that there just isn't enough space left at the bottom for the magazine to push down. The magazine needs that extra space, just like I talked about in the other video. That's why it has the lock in it, because it needs that extra space to fit properly in. Although if you do the 12 disc mod, you can now very easily fit the 11th in without having to worry about it. And of course, it will still shoot. I don't know if you even saw that. I don't even know where that disc was. Alright, it's back there somewhere. So it still shoots just fine. I'll just do something like this here. Show you guys that, just watch this bottom piece to see that it's actually, or in my hand here, is a disc. And it's really hard to do backwards here. See that the bottom piece just went up a bit, and there's another disc. See, it still shoots. I'm just going to very quickly unload this because you might be asking, well, you took those little ridges off. What does that mean? Like, what does that do? Is it going to affect the last disc here? Because it's no longer sitting up on those ridges, so it's no longer really where it's supposed to be. Although you see, like I said, I extended the little slits there so it would sit all the way at the top of the magazine, which is what you want, so that it doesn't slip out. Because if it doesn't sit all the way, if it's just sitting here, it's going to fall straight out. If you don't extend the ridges, it's just going to sit there, and it's just going to fall out. So you need to extend those ridges to keep friction so it doesn't fall out of your pocket. Anyways, yeah, it'll still shoot the last disc. But yeah, there you go. So now you can hold 12 in the magazine, but you can't load it when there's 12 in it. So how are we going to get around that? That's right, there's 3 in there right now. I have to show you when I load this so you don't think I'm lying. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There's 12 loaded in here, but like I said before, you can't shove it straight into the gun. It won't lock in place. So what you have to do, just like I said in the other video with the 11 discs, prime the blaster, put the magazine in. Sorry, it's really difficult to do backwards. Okay, come on. There we go. Yeah, it loaded. And now, push it back, and then fire this disc number 12. Now it's just, oh man, this did not like when I shoved. It's trying to do it sideways, it's just messing it up. You gotta put it from behind. Yeah, I did the pistol mod on it, whatever. So yeah, it shoots, and that's how you get the 12 discs in, and then there you go. 12 disc magazine. If you don't believe me, go ahead, yell at me on the internet. I really don't care. I'm just trying to help you guys out. Again, I apologize for the poor lighting. I will eventually fix my lighting setup here, and everything will be good. I'm going to go ahead and mod my other magazine to also accept 12. But this time, I'm going to dropped it. I'm going to remove the spring from this piece and see if that fixes the not being able to load 12 directly into the gun problem. Although I only have 22 discs, so having 2 magazines that hold 12 is really no use to me because I don't have 24 discs. I'll just buy another magazine and another disc pack, and then I'll have 3 magazines that hold 12 discs each. And then that's double the ammo capacity of a Maverick with a pistol that's just as big. And yeah, ooh, fancy pistol. Anyway, so rate, comment, subscribe, do whatever. Hope you enjoyed the video. I know it's stupid long. It would have been longer if I had done other things. And again, bad lighting in my throat and voice and whatever. See you guys.